Hello everyone, my name is Nick and this is Pinball Dreams on the Commodore Amiga, or at least a review type gameplay thing of it. Let's skip past this a little bit. But it was developed by Digital Illusions and published by 21st Century Entertainment in 1992. Come out on a number of systems, lots actually, let's put this 2 in. Including DOS, Game Boy, the Game Boy Advance, SNES and Game Gear and numerous other ones also. Includes 4 tables, Ignition, Steel Wheel, Beatbox and Nightmare, all a different theme which we'll come to. And the game spawned a number of sequels including Pinball Fantasies and Pinball Illusions. Considered by many to be the greatest pinball series on the Commodore Amiga, so let's see how it plays. We'll have a go on all 4 tables, so this review might go on a bit. It's each shift button to control the flippers, the arrows to control the launch mechanism, spacebar if you want to do that to nudge the table, and you can play 1 to 8 players, one at a time, by pushing either F1 through to F8. This table is called Ignition, and it's a sci-fi table, as you might have noticed, in red, based on this rocket launch. Yeah, this is the first time I played this. It might have 1 go or a couple of goes. So it's all pretty compact, looks like it takes up about 2 screens. Let's launch this thing. Yeah, the ball moving quite fast. I'm used to Pinball Arcade and Zen Pinball 2, but it's unfair to compare this to those. This is over 20 years beforehand. Yeah, the ball behaves quite well, it's quite predictable. Feels a bit light for a pinball, but there we go. Whoops, hit the middle pin there. Can't change the angle on this one. So it's just over the top, or top-down view, but it scrolls quite well. I do feel like I'm playing pinball. Yeah, this feels nice. Nice colours. So in terms of the play mode, there isn't really any as such, or missions, but basically you might see words spelt out around the place, like sun and fuel. There's drop targets there, or hit targets. Hit them to spell the word to get various points, and I've lost 1 ball already. So on to ball 2. But like all pinball tables, well most of them, you have 3 balls and then it's game over. But you can, oh, that's a good drain isn't it? You can get extra ball. Lost to outer space it said. Ignition! Not based on a real life table, as far as I'm aware. But the idea with most pinball tables is to hit everything that's lit up. So there's quite a few things there. Sun, fuel, what's up the top? Right, to spell the word here which says warp. We've got the R already, so that was no good. And that probably extends our bonus, or what the pop bumpers are worth. And if you don't know what a pop bumper is, those 2 things that say 50 on it. Poppers, bumpers, I don't know the terminology, but that's what I call them. This ball looks like it could explode. Atmospheric music. Does feel a bit of a sci-fi mode. Right, spell ignition. We've got the letter I. There seems to be a sinkhole there. Don't know what that activates. Maybe it gets us the letters. Oops, missed it. I tried to hit it there. Do not drain. Whoops, that's a bit... Yeah. Maybe you should have nudged it there with the space bar, but I'll try not to do that. Whoops. Whoop. Ooh, that was a bit lucky. So the gap isn't too big between the flippers. It's quite fair. But it is moving fast for a Commodore Amiga game. Collect the fuel. Right, let's go up that scoop thing. Oops. Oh, I didn't have much chance there. Yeah, it's quite fair, it's quite fair. This is the first pinball table, I think, I might be wrong, that I reviewed on the Commodore Amiga, and it's a good one. Let's have 1 more go at this table, then we'll have a quick look at the other 3. I suppose the music does get quite competitive after a while. But this is the first in the series. Next, I think was Pinball Fantasies, then it was Pinball Illusions. One might have come next called Slam Tilt, perhaps. But I might be remembering that wrong. At some point we'll probably review all of these. Boom, boom. So it might be a bit pinball heavy this week. What with the, whatever we're going to do, Zen Pinball 2 table we'll probably have a look at as well. Pinball Arcade, they seem to be stuck on Season 5 at time of recording in terms of PlayStation 3, so I might have to get a PlayStation 4 to continue with that. Did you have this game? Let me know below. Did you consider it a classic, as a lot of people did? I didn't have it, but I wish I did, because it plays really well. There's a cheat mode, I believe, where you can get an extra 25 balls. I've just got 3 here. I'm not too bad at pinball, although you wouldn't have thought it looking at this, but this is the first time I've played it. all about rockets here. That rocket, I don't know where it's going to, possibly Mars. 4 tables is quite generous. Comes on 2 discs. They patch it in quite well. Not too much speech to speak of on this table, but I think some of the other ones might have a bit of speech. The next table we'll be looking at is called Steel Wheel, which is based in the old Wild West, but more importantly around the railroads of the old Wild West. A couple of ramps on that one that are supposed to be rail tracks. So this table is quite basic really, there's no ramps to speak of, just got the popper, not a spinner or anything. So it feels a bit like an early pinball table, it's just full of drop targets. Or hit targets. Oh, we spelt fuel, collect fuel, right. We've done that. Bonus points up the top though, which I'm not getting by lighting those white lights. There we go, spell it, we've got the letter G of ignition, we spelt 2 letters. Spell the whole lot and you complete the table. So we've still got a few letters to go. Can you take the excitement? Right, what do we get for that? Nothing. How do we get an extra ball? Is that on offer? So this is probably the best pinball game of the time. 1992 this was from. 21st Century Entertainment published it, but it's developed by Digital Illusions. 1 ball left and then we'll buzz off onto the next table. As I mentioned there, the other tables, the third one is Beatbox, which is about the music industry, trying to get up the charts. And the last one is Nightmare, set in a graveyard I think, it's like a horror table. But we won't be playing those tables as long as this one. This will just get used to the ball physics, show you a bit what it's like, and then we'll buzz off around it. Now, as I say, I haven't reviewed Pinball Fantasies or Pinball Illusions yet. If you had that game or you're aware of it, does it play similar to this? Is it better than this? Is the ball physics the same or is it improved? Let me know and I'll know what to expect when I get to it. What are we on? 1.1 million, is that good? Seems to be lasting better than last time. 1.2 million now. Ooh, 250,000, need to get it back up there a few times. Aim. Fire. Missed. Right, this rocket, it doesn't seem to be going anywhere fast. I don't know if there was any data disc on this to create extra tables. If it was released nowadays, they'd probably really milk it with lots of data of DLCs. Amiga, back in a different time, the 90s. No DLCs then. I don't think internet was around in 92, was it? Quit? Yes, we're going to quit. Only so we can show you another table. I spent too long on that first one, which means it'll be a longer review. Let's load up Steel Wheel F2. The Wild West on a train. Now these load times are a little bit long, so I will edit them down. Hello, thanks for waiting as I probably edited that down. Right, yes, Steel Wheel. So there's a couple of ramps on this that represent the railroad. A nice little train midway through. Again, drop target. So this is the introduction to a couple of ramps. Or is it 1 ramp? And there's a bit on the left I think I can spy. That must be a secret doorway. Oh great, I like this music. 3 pop bumpers this time, a bit smaller. Steel Wheel. Let's try and get up those ramps. That's the key to unlocking everything I think. Missed. Right, and it's the introduction to Speak Yeehaw as I lose the ball. Right, 1 million already. Well, that isn't going to go anywhere. Oh, the launch thing is up a railroad. That's quite clever. Right, okay, right. I've activated 1 of those targets there. 2 in red, 3 more to activate. Still haven't hit any ramps. I need to line these up. Aiming is a bit tricky on this because it scrolls up and down quite quickly. See if I can aim here. Yep, got it. That's 1 railroad. What does that do? Let's try and get up the other ramp. Oop, not enough. There we go, the other ramp I've done. So I've gone up both of them. Hooray! Not sure what that's done. Music seems to have stopped temporarily. Right, there we go. So that was that hidden bit. Oh dear, that come down a bit fast. That hidden bit on the right. I thought that was to activate things. Maybe it wasn't. Let's aim for that another few times. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, but a well-designed playfield, attention to detail there, nice graphics. Could have looked a bit shoddy on the system, but looks quite good. I haven't seen any bugs yet, which is great. The ball doesn't seem to be getting stuck anywhere, which is quite easily happen for people designing a table. It's an interesting layout. They've taken care of that. It's a lot different to the first table, so variety is the spice of life. We'll see if the other two tables are sufficiently different. Because what's quite easy to happen on some of these tables is just have like 2 or 3 different elements of a table and just change the colour palette and put them in different positions to create the illusion of extra tables, but this generally is different tables. Like it. Right, good. Up the railroad. Fire. I've got so many pinball tables in different formats and different systems. I don't know if it counts to over 100 so far. I've got lots on my phone that we haven't even reviewed yet. From a company called GamePro, but I don't know if I'll review those or not. Reviewing games on my phone is quite awkward. There's a way of doing it, but it's tricky. Okay. Yeah, we seem to have met an impasse, but those lights are flashing, so the more that flash up the row there, the better I'm doing. So I'm doing all right in the green bits. I've hit that target a bit. Go round. Yep. Right, got to get one more light there on the right. Missed it. Yeah, I think once you get used to this game, the physics of it, and the way the ball rebounds off various bits, I think you could be playing this literally for hours just on a single ball. For the sake of my upload speed, 5 million, that's good. I hope this game doesn't last forever. But I'm getting gradually better at it, even since the last table. Might have to deliberately lose at some stage. Whoops, oh dear. No, yeehaw, that wasn't a deliberately loss, that happened naturally. See that pin in the middle, which was quite prevalent on some early pinball tables? That's like a save. If the ball hits square on, it can bounce back into play when you think all is lost. Which is quite nice. So based on the sort of like evolution, or the physics of tables roundabout in the early 90s when this come out. Maybe late 80s. I like this banjo music. Actually, this could very well be a tune. It isn't, but it could very well be a tune on that Lemmings game, couldn't it? We reviewed on the Commodore Amiga. I can imagine some Lemmings going, "Oh no!" or falling down a hole or something. Whoops. What would have been good for this game? It didn't come out as far as I'm aware, but like a table designer, that would have been good. Where you can design some graphics on deluxe paint. I'm getting very complicated now, and then put them where you want on this playfield with templates. Go round, woo-woo! It's the railroad! There's a lot of hold-ups, weren't there, in the Wild West, according to the movies? Oh dear. Is that my last ball, or have I got one more? You're saying yeehaw at the wrong moment. Miles bonus, game over. Game over, boy, game over. Yeah, we'll quit. We'll do the third table, which I believe is beatbox. I'm not very good at beatboxing. That's when you use your mouth to be some sort of drum kit superstar. Beatbox. Now, we're going into the music industry here. I don't know if you're familiar with the music industry, but you have to be a better singer than me. Well, you probably don't now. You probably already just have an app called Auto-Tune on your computer, and you'll be a top singer straight away. Right, here we go. Again, this looks like a very different layout. Looks a bit alienish. Beatbox. We've got greens, yellows, reds, and blues. Those flashing arrows are back. So that is an element. Go! Right. Where's the ball? There it is. Kabam! This music sounds a bit Japanesey, like I'm in a kung fu film. Where's the beatbox? Don't know. It could well be some karate fight place. But this is what beatbox. Did it just say yo then? I'll rescue it. Right, so there's 3 lights to light there. Oh, I've got the top one. Oh look, it all changed a bit there. Right, let's hit another one. No. This table, the third one, seems the most complicated one for me to work out what to do. 3 pop bumpers there in the middle, green. We've got that long ramp. That does feel quite nice, that ramp. Haven't seen that on any other tables before. Yeah, I would say this is my least favourite one so far, but it's interesting. It's just this music doesn't fit Doesn't fit the genre, although there is someone occasionally saying hey or something. Diddly 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 dee. Bring back the banjo music from before. Beatbox. Are you a good beatboxer? Well, you could just lie and just say yes. I can't prove it. Unless you've done a video of you beatboxing, and then you probably can prove it. But who does videos of them beatboxing? Well, lots of people probably. Let me know if you're a top beatboxer, and perhaps I'll check out your channel and say, oh, that's not bad. I might do. I can't guarantee it. Right. Got a terrible rebound there, but fell down that middle ramp. Kaboomer. Hey. Yeah, I feel like an 80s beatboxer with my snapback back to front, or baseball cap if you will. I don't think I'd look very good. Ball 3. So we had ball 1. Then we had, what do we have next? Oh yeah, we had ball 2. And now this is what was it? Yeah, ball 3 again. It's following a familiar pinball. Oh dear! See, that's certainly right for mucking about. Right, let's get to the last table. I've actually restarted it again. Well done, Nick. Right, king of the beatboxers. Right, we'll do better this time. Let's try and activate some lights. Yo! Do you want to be a part of my beatbox crew? We'll be the worst crew ever. We'll drive around town in a beat-up Fiat Punto with our heads through the sunroof that we've cut with some sort of hacksaw, so it's pretty dangerous. We'll go down the seafront with the music pumping really high, almost ripping the Fiat Punto apart, and we'll just have a great party time. Or is that the worst idea ever? Well, you know, you're part of my crew now. We all wear, what should we wear? Red bandanas, and we'll look stupid probably. Anyway, let's scrap that idea. Beatbox. Why did I have another go at this for? But overall, so far, Pinball Dreams on the Commodore Amiga, I like this game. I'll definitely be playing it again. It's a pity I haven't got it for my phone, because I'll be playing that quite a lot. Is there an Amiga emulator for the phone? I don't think there is. Let me know if I'm wrong. It's all gone a bit Japanesey again. We won't be playing that when we drive down the seafront in that Fiat Punto. Ball 2. Hang on to your haircuts. This is going to get pretty exciting. Maybe, maybe not. Beatbox. I'd like to see some rappers on this playfield. Now, this music in the background, is it based on any song of the time? Or earlier? Feels like it could be the chorus of some 80s thing. Oh, decibel overload it says when you lose the ball. That took a bit of thinking. Is that blood down the bottom now spilling? What is it? What? Why would there be blood for in the beatbox stakes? Why have they done that? The next table is Nightmare, which is a horror table. Maybe that's a bit of the horror table encroaching onto the beatbox table. What's happening there? Yo, make some noise. Not rude noises though. Hey, oh yeah. That was me there. Oh yeah. You can sample that if you want. Someone might have done so. Right, 2.4 million, game over. Let's move, I think, onto the last table. Let's get through this, people. If it loads. The thing with Commodore Amiga games is you never know when I'm doing a review it might crash, but we're there. Right, Nightmare F4. Welcome to Pinball. Loading the Nightmare. Who said that? Right, so these are unlicensed tables. You won't see Freddy Krueger here. It's based in a graveyard, and we have to spell the word graveyard in the middle by hitting various targets at the right time. There's a large ramp, well, there's ramp left and right, but these are rather spooky, long, weird ramps. Dark blue, so it takes on a darker tone, this one. And there's blood around the pop bumper in the middle there, but none at the bottom like the beatbox place. Looks like there's just one pop bumper there. Yeah, just one. Oh, there's two actually next to each other, but one's covered in blood, the other one isn't. Let's just get 1,000,000 points for that. That's quite generous. Yeah, so all four tables are pretty good. I think, actually, I think this is my favourite table now. I like this one the most. then Ignition, then Still Will, then Beatbox last. Although they're all quite good. That's how to lose the ball quite quickly. Ooh, the middle pin saved us. Music is good, although it is quite briefly looped. But they was trying to fit all this onto 2 discs to try and stop disc swapping. And to be fair, we've only swapped the disc once. So between tables there, I think all 4 tables must all be on 1 disc. It's just the intro's on the other disc. So that's good, that's well spaced out. Some Amiga games made you change lots of discs unnecessarily because the way they've loaded it. Street Fighter 2 in particular, you'd always changing discs. It was an absolute nightmare. They've done better here. Well done, well, Digital Illusion and 21st Century Entertainment. But not well done, Nick, for losing the ball. Ball 3 already. Doesn't time fly in the graveyard. Right, let's try and make this last a bit longer, this one, because this may very well be our last ball of the review. What is this music? A little bit nondescript, but it's sufficiently moody. We're in some sort of like nighttime situation. There's moonlight there on the bottom, well, moonlight colours on the flippers. Excellent. God, it really picked up speed there. We've got to spell the word die at the top. I don't know if you noticed that. We've got D and I. We need E. A nice friendly table there. Die. Yes. We've got RIP on the left. Right, go in the I. Go in the I. Yes. There we go. ×2 with pop bumper scores. If we get that again, it goes up to ×3, or is it ×4? It's on the board there. But it says our progress in the lights. If you're quick enough to spot them. I'm trying to keep the ball in play and read what it says on the playfield, which isn't the easiest thing to do. Right, I again. Just need D and E. Yeah, good GCC results those. One more light in that, whatever that is there. Missed it. Oh, not strong enough. Oh, see, I seem to have lost control of the ball. Do not drain. Yeah, we do not want the ball to drain, people. Tell you what, I've always wanted, it'll never happen, but I always wanted a table based in the graveyard called Thriller with the music of Michael Jackson's Thriller on it and changing periodically. That'd be awesome. Game over, boy. Game over. Right, yep, that is game over for the graveyard. Well, I hope you liked having a look at that game. I really, really liked it. Pinball Dreams on the Commodore Amiga. 4 tables, Ignition, Still Will, Beatbox and Nightmare. Thanks for watching that as always. Please remember to comment below if you've got something good to say about the game or something cool or whatever you want to say. There's no real rules here. And until next time, take good care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.